Good morning, fangirls. It's Friday. It's Friday. So Buffy aired 14 years ago yesterday, which sucks because I couldn't celebrate it today. And yesterday was also Remus John Lupin's birthday, which sucks because I couldn't celebrate it. He turned 51, which is just so cute. So since I couldn't celebrate these, I decided to look up what was really important about today. And today, there wasn't really much going on. So I perused all of my favorite websites. I used my Google, and I eventually had to resort to Beatles news on my Twitter account, which is hilarious that I actually had to do something on my Twitter because I never do. So today, in 1970, which is 41 years ago, right? Yeah, 41 years ago today, Let It Be and You Know My Name, Look Up the Number were released. And it's amazing to me because Let It Be is one of the most monumental songs that the Beatles did. You think of it, and I mean, so many people think different things about it. A lot of people think it's religious, which it's not at all. It's about Paul's mom, not Mary, Mother of God. Sorry. I don't know. I feel like that's important. But also today, in 1990, Paul McCartney was knighted, which is really cool because he turned into Sir Paul. And then 1967, today, was the day that Pink Floyd released their first song ever, Arnold Lane, which is really cute because, come on, Pink Floyd releasing their first... That's today. I mean, I thought that was important to talk about because I also have to read a prom story about Edward Cullen. And since I'm in my bathrobe today and wearing pajamas that match, I just feel like the ultimate teen girl. So, let's read. Okay, guys? It is titled, My Greatest Wish, in which I get carried away and write over 400 words. Sometimes in life, a person's heart wants one thing and one thing only. For years, my heart has pined for the same thing, Edward Cullen. Ever since middle school, I wish for nothing more than his cold hand enveloping mine, his hand on my waist drawing me close to him. Yes, I want nothing more than for Edward Cullen, vampire and sexy beast, to ask me to prom. In the past, I planned elaborate ways that I predict he would ask me. In a meadow at dusk as I'm reading Wuthering Heights and feasting sensually on strawberries. During the first rainstorm of spring, the torrential downpour barely damaging his perfectly coiffed hair. At 2 in the morning one night when he wakes me when he's climbing in my window to watch me sleep. But all of these are unrealistic. My newest plan is the best of all. Edward Cullen will come to my house looking frantic. Quickly, he will say to me, breathing quick, although I know it is an act for he doesn't have to breathe. We will fly to Paris to save Rosalie. But I know it's just a game. We will fly to Paris, me babbling endlessly about our love and my desire to be with him forever, and my obvious destiny to be a vampire. Him flying the plane, saying nothing but to tell me to be quiet for God's sake because Rosalie's in danger. Little will he know that I know it is an act. We will touch down on a tarmac in Paris, and he will tug me along urgently, running towards the Eiffel Tower. There Rosalie will be, but instead of being tied up as Edward claims she is, she will be dressed as a winning malevolently by a small table glowing with candlelight. When we reach the table, Edward will turn slowly to face me, his high cheekbones casting a shadow on his face. Here's a side note from Real Me, kind of like Brian Holden's face, especially in Starship when he has these really, really dramatic shadows on his face. Gorgeous. Anyway, back to the not real me. He slowly bends his knee, lowering himself in front of me. A diamond ring, its multifaceted surface glittering in the lights of the Eiffel Tower, emerges from his pocket. Samantha Kathleen Cecilia Lauber, he will say, will you marry me? I will squeal and throw my arms around him. Of course I'll go to prom with you, Edward! I don't know, I feel like that's something Bella would do. I look really tired. My stupid story. It's horrible, obviously, because it's about Edward Cullen, and I really wish I would have done something adorable, like at the end of Maria's, when she's like, Cedric Diggory's back, guys! And it's like, yay! Because that was just really cool. For a sick girl, I'm very lively. I've decided that every week I'm gonna do this thing where I insert a mustache wiggle into my video, because I bought this mustache at Hot Topic, like before I went to Rockstock, which was a lot of months ago. and I feel like I should actually be using it for something because I spent $5 on it. Seriously, I spent $5 on fake hair. Today's awesome because it's beautiful outside, and it was like 30 degrees yesterday, and all of a sudden it's 60. So I challenge whoever I roll to make their entire next video about Japan, because this is a really, really devastating thing that's happened in Japan with this earthquake and tsunami, and we really need to be aware of it and to... But, okay, so your entire video doesn't have to be dedicated to Japan. You just need to talk about it, and you need to talk about... by next week, there should be some more facts out, so about casualties and about things we can do, because I would, but I'm really sick, so I, kind of want to go back to sleep, not look up facts about Japan, but I mean, it's a huge deal. So I think it would be really important for us to do something like that. So I rolled a 2. You can see it here. Rolled this 2. So Claire, you're going to be updating us on Japan. I think that the rest of the fangirls, if you feel obligated to, you should do a video about Japan as well. I think this is something that we can really take grips on. We can make more, we can help. I feel like we can help. Because we have the power of the internet, and with the internet there are a lot of things that we can do. So, Maria, I'll see you on Monday. Peace out.